What if I told you that there was a simple, easy way to activate his bliss point? His bliss point is the point where he deeply desires you. He wants to get his daily dose of you. All he wants is you. All he craves is you and desires is you. When you activate this for him, he is going to be constantly working to meet your standards. If you want to find out, stick around because it's all coming up right now. My name is Alia Zabray. I am a feminine energy and relationship coach. If you are looking for a coach to navigate your love life in a more feminine way, then make sure to subscribe to stick around. The bliss point for a man is the point in which he reaches where he doesn't feel like he needs anyone else. He feels like he is getting everything from you. He is fulfilled by you, and he will find himself constantly drawn to you. When a woman thinks about becoming a feminine woman or embodying feminine energy, she thinks that all the time she has to be sweet and kind and agreeable, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Some women think that being this type of way is exactly what it means by when we say let the man lead. But really it is the man that is leading, but it's us as the feminine woman who shows a man how we want to be led in this relationship or the future of this relationship. We set the standards and he is the one who works to meet your standard. When you are constantly easygoing and agreeable, then it becomes the other way around. Now you are meeting his standard. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have been dating this really lovely guy. He is so kind. You've been on a couple of dates. You are very attracted to him and it's looking very promising. You're not entirely sure about him yet. You're going to need more dates. You're going to need more romance. You're going to need more commitment from him. But after the date that you've just been on, he says to you, would you like to come back to mine? Now, you're thinking, how do I communicate my standard without ruining what we've got going on and what we are building here? Also do this in a classy, feminine way that is not going to bruise his ego, but also demonstrate that yes, I do have standards and no, I am not going home with you. And in fact, he needs to put in a lot more effort if he wants to be with a woman like you. So you could use option 1 and you could go into your masculine energy and you could say, how dare you? Do you think I'm the type of girl who would come home with you? Never gonna happen. When you say this, he is now going to feel like, okay, this is the type of woman I definitely do not want to take any bold risks with again. This is going to kill the romance. This is going to kill his ability to be a bit cheeky and make decisions and lead you and be that man that deep down, if you were further along in your relationship, you would want him to be. Now he has this fear of being completely humiliated and completely ridiculed, and he's going to feel like he's completely misread the connection between you. What happens when you say this is the tension between you both completely evaporates, and now it becomes awkward, and it's not the good kind of tension that you are looking for. Or you could use option 2, which is the overly sweet approach. This is the woman that tends to be a bit passive, and she's the type of woman that is going to start making up excuses. Oh, well, I can't because I have a really early meeting tomorrow, or I have a really early Pilates class and I'm not going to be able to make it in time if I stay at yours. Perhaps we could do it another time. If you say this, you fail to actually communicate your standards. And now he's led to believe that it's actually the timing that is the problem. It's just an inconvenient timing, and it's okay for him to ask you again on another date when really you're just going to start making up more and more excuses and you're not being honest and authentic with him because you like him and you don't want to upset him or bruise his ego or make him feel like you're not attracted to him. But now he's going to think that perhaps at a more convenient time, you would say yes. A woman in her feminine energy would know to respond in a way that is going to activate his bliss spot. The bliss point is actually a concept from the food industry. When they are manufacturing food, they are looking for the optimal level of sweet and savory in the food that they are producing. This keeps you from being satiated, stops you from being full. It's essentially what makes you overeat. They have measured the perfect, most optimal ratio of sweet and savory. So every time you go to eat one of their products, you say, okay, I'll just have one more. I'll just have one more. Okay, fine, one more. And what happens is you keep eating without losing your appetite because they know they have reached the optimal level. And this is exactly what's called the bliss point. Men, when they are communicating with a woman, are constantly looking for the bliss point, the optimal level, which keeps making them want to come back for more. So by using option 1, when you go into the masculine energy, that is too savory. There is no desire that is being created there. It's just negative tension. By using option 2, you are too sweet. Ultimately, he's not going to end up respecting because he's going to think that you don't really have any standards, and at maybe a more convenient time, you would have come home with him. And ultimately, he's going to be less attracted to you because he's had to invest less into you, or he would have had to invest less into you at a more convenient time. So the way in which you are going to respond, which is as a feminine woman, is to activate his bliss point. And you do that by saying, there is a part of me that really wants to. I think you are very handsome and you are very charming and things are going really well between us. However, I just think doing that would be you and I moving way too quickly. But you can take me out later on this week. I'd love that. So first of all, you've complimented him and you have stroked his ego. You've said, there is a part of me that would love to. You're very handsome, you're very charming. Now he knows that the attraction is there. He's not completely misread the signals. Now it's creating more of a desire. He feels desired and now you become more desirable to him. The second thing you said was doing that would be you moving too quickly. This again assures him he's not misread the connection that you two have together. He's not misread the attraction that he feels towards you and he feels like you have towards him. Now he thinks, okay, perhaps she just needs a little bit more commitment and investment from my part in order to feel comfortable to spend more time with me. And the last thing you said was, you can take me out later this week. I'd love that. Now what you've done is you've communicated your standards and your boundaries. Now he is going to work to meet your standards and your boundaries on your terms. It goes back to what I said when I said that, yes, let the man lead. However, we need to show them the standard that we want to be led. Now, by saying this, you are subconsciously going to activate his bliss point. This is where he will keep wanting more from you. He will want to keep investing in you. Now he's going to work harder to impress you and meet that standard. This keeps him wanting more and stops him feeling satiated. It's going to make him think, yes, okay, I need another one. And another one and another one. And in this case, it means another date. He wants to continue seeing you. He wants to see you again. He wants to date you again because you have activated his bliss point. So that's a wrap for today's episode. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe if you want to stick around. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you are looking for one-on-one coaching, then I will also leave my links in the description below. Until next time, mwah, I love you. Bye.